Right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Wahar, Racha, Kodash, which in the ancient Hebrew tongue would be the correct names of the Heavenly Father, His beloved Son, and the Holy Spirit. Also, would like to give double honors to my teachers, the head apostles and elders, great millstone. Much due honors and respect to the sincere brethren out there that's laboring in His work. And as always, shalom to the believers, the brothers, along with a few sisters out there that subscribe to the truth as well. So yeah, this lesson right here is going to be centered around this article, which one of the brothers, they sent me this link. And I had pretty much peeped it earlier, you know, and it's dealing with these devils, you know, in particular, you know, down here in Alabama, in Birmingham, Alabama, you know, Hoover, that area, which that's the suburbs, if you will, you know, where the rich folk, the rich Edomites reside, all right? And this was from a gathering, you know, a party of young Edomites, you know, young so-called white people. And the headline, it says, "We just need niggers gone." Video shows Alabama kids wishing to put black people in concentration camps. Yeah, and when you consider these younger Edomites, you know, these teens, teenagers, these college students, well, guess what? Those are the most fiery devils out there, man. Why? Because those are the same Edomites that put hell on you when you go back into the time of slavery. You know, these different pictures where Jake is being lynched. You see a gang of Edomites posing, you know, for the picture. You know, you hear all these stories of all the atrocities and crimes that the so-called white man committed against you so-called Negroes especially, but as well as the other tribes, you know, here in America. Well, it was these young, fiery devils, man, which they have been raised back up here in the latter days, because there is a such thing as reincarnation, you know? So these young devils, all right, which over the last, maybe 5 years, there's been this overwhelming flow of these young college students, you know, men and women, Edomites, going on these racial rants, you know, videos surfacing of them, you know, pretty much talking shit and declaring their hatred for Jake. And again, it's these younger Edomites, man. But that's no coincidence, because these are the same devils. These are pretty much the Edomite forefathers, man, being reincarnated. Okay, because you would think that, okay, slavery and racism, it was, you know, back in the days, you know, the civil rights movement, and how the world has evolved, so to speak. Then you would think that these younger so-called white people, they'll have a different outlook on racism, right? Because you would think that the only thing they have been exposed to is, you know, television, the media. You see so-called Negroes and so-called white people banding together. You know, they might play on the same football team, basketball team, they celebrate together. So you would think that this new generation of Edomites would not be exposed to that racism, you know, and they'll just look at everything even kill. But no, these young devils is more fiery than their forefathers, man. You know, the ones that preceded them. Why? Because these are the same devils reincarnated, man, that had that ancient hatred for you. All right? So if you're spiritual, you'll see that proves reincarnation as well. So, yeah, these devils, they said, we just need niggers gone, all right? Which I saw a little video. Well, I saw the video, the clip, you know. It says a video circulating on social media on Monday appeared to show high school students in Alabama making racist and anti-Semitic remarks The video was posted to Twitter Sunday night by Mallory Moore. This is how students at Spain Park High School in Hoover, Alabama act. Yeah, because Hoover, if you was to come to Birmingham, you would see the major difference. Like you would see the segregation. Like when you go over the mountain to Hoover, Spain Park, that whole area, you go to 280, the roads and everything is upgraded. It's just like a totally different city, man. But when you go into you go to downtown Birmingham, which they're attempting to build it up, but you can see that it's segregated, all right? You can see where Edomites reside, versus where the so-called Negro and Ishkarites and the Latinos, because there's a lot of Ishkarites and little Latin tribes down here too. But out here in Spain Park and Hoover, this is where the so-called white people are, man. All right. It says she asked, it was not immediately clear when the video was created. Without the Holocaust, what would the world be like? One partier says in the video, Jews would run the world, all right? It says, fuck niggers, fuck Jews. Another student says, Jews are fine because they are white, a young man announces. Yeah, so, you have these same little devils to, come up to the camp, or they'll get on the coming board, or, if a microphone is in their face. Like you had these devils out here in, where you had the Native American, you had the Israelites, you had that whole controversy out there with the white boys with the Make America Great hats on, all right? But everybody came to their rescue, as if those little devils was innocent. Because, if you throw a microphone in front of their face, they'll say, it's not about racism. I have black friends, But the Most High, Yahweh Shemashah, is exposing these devils. We're in a time where, see, a lot of these conversations was intimate conversations, held between one another with these devils, man. But now the Lord, had this technology vast where you had to be careful what you say and what you do, because it'll be revealed. Which, as if we needed this video to show that the so-called white man the devil. We've been telling you people that, man. All right? It says Jews are fine because they are white, a young woman announces. Jews will be running the world right now, the first student drone. Fine. We just need niggers gone, the woman replies. See? And that's that old ancient hatred that stems all the way back to the serpent in the garden, okay? Where the Lord said that he's going to put enmity between the serpent and his seed versus the woman and her seed. And that serpent is dealing with you so-called white people, okay? And that woman is dealing with the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, which are indeed the biblical Israelites, all right? Let me see if there's a little more on that. It says, you stick them in concentration camps. The first student agrees. See? This is how these young devils think about you, man. They hate you. And you have people out there that have a problem with the way we go about our business being here at Great Millstone. When we teach the fact that we're going to actually recompense our enemies. We're going to take those devils into slavery. And we're going to put hell on them, man. Okay? And so you stick them in concentration camps. The first student agrees, no, you just have to wait until they die off, the woman advises. See? The parties went on to discuss the difference between Republicans and Democrats. How about we just kick out all the Democrats? Yeah, so, they tried to, the media full of shit, man. They try to balance it off as if these devils wasn't just fixed, on the race issue. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter, man. You devils, and again, These young, fiery Edomites, these are the ones that actually had you in slavery, man. But that's why we give thanks to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because the Lord has raised these devils up. Pretty much he put them on the scene of the crime. You know, these same little fiery devils that you see here talking shit. Well, guess what? They raised up right here in America, man. In the place where the destruction is about to take place, man. All right? So, with that, let's start off in the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, and the 21st verse. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. Yeah, and that's reincarnation when you really go into it, because the children are their fathers, man. Okay, the Lord said that no one will get away, pretty much, when you read Galatians, the 6th chapter. Okay? Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. You know? So, those same devils, okay, for an example, you might have had a slave owner who put hell on Jake. Then he died in the comfort of his own home, with his children surrounding him, you know? And he never received judgment in that lifetime. But guess what? The Lord brought him back, raised him back up for the time of judgment. This is the time reserved where Esau is about to receive his judgment and his recompense for all the ill dealings and treachery towards the children of Israel. All right? So these devils that you see in the video, or you know who was talking shit in the video clip, well, guess what? The Lord raised them up just to get that judgment, man. All right? Matter of fact, I'm going to go back here, but let me get some real quick. Book of Exodus, the 20th chapter, and the 5th verse. It says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I am the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me. Yeah, so the Lord said he visits the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, you know, to the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me. And that's reincarnation, meaning you come back every 3 or 4 generations. That's when you come back on the planet Earth. And that's when the Lord visits you for your iniquities, man. So you might do something in your past life and you might have got away with it, but the Lord will visit you, you know, in that 3rd or 4th generation when you come back on the planet Earth. And that's what we have here with these devils, man. These young, fiery Edomites that you see going on these racial rants. You know, down here in Alabama, once more, I'm telling you, there's some proud devils down here, man. Down at the University of Alabama, you had this controversy where these sorority Edomite chicks, they went on a damn racial rant, man. How they hate niggers. You know, over in Oklahoma, at the University of Oklahoma, you had this fraternity, so-called white boys, they doing this racist chant, you know, how they hated niggers. It was this one high school Edomite student down in Florida, I believe it was. He was asking his girl out on a date to the prom, and he wrote it on a poster. Just like niggers used to pick cotton, I pick you to go to the prom, man. So it's these young, fiery Edomites that really was the ones that was putting hell on us, the ones that you read about, you know, who was hanging us, that, you know, alligator by feeding our children, the gators. But that's these same devils that's back today, and they back to receive their judgment. Okay, Isaiah 14:21, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with their cities. Yeah, cause see, this new generation of devils is not going to be the next politicians. Hey, just imagine if those devils there grew up to be your next nurse or doctor or lawyer, man, or cop. It'll be extra hell on Jake. That's why the Lord said, destroy them now, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So this is the last generation for you Edomites, and the Lord brought you back so you can receive that judgment. Again, we just read in Exodus, the 20th chapter, how the Lord visit the iniquity of the fathers, the third and fourth generation. So now these devils is back. And those same little Edomite devils, you can see that those with those same devils that would have agreed with feeding your babies to alligators. See? So you got to judge the spirit, all right? But guess what? We're in a time where you Edomites going down, and we going to be exalted, starting with the elect. All right? And these same Edomites going to be our slaves, man. This is Isaiah chapter 16, verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. Yeah, and that's these same devils that you see. They afflicted us, man. And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. Yeah, and that clip, which I didn't play the clip, but you know, those Edomites who was talking shit, that was a form of them despising us, you know, by saying throwing us in concentration camps, how they just wish all niggas was gone. Well, that was them despising us, okay? Again, it says, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Yeah, so the table's going to be turned. And guess what? We're going to put pure D hell on you devils, man. All right? So yeah, I just wanted to go into that. You know, hey, look, it's 2019 by now. If you don't know that Esau is your enemy, you know, the so-called white man, then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I do know what to tell you. You're going to be destroyed, man. Pursuing Isaiah the 13th chapter and the 15th verse, all right? So with that, shalom.